Hello, my name is Jared Winters, and this is my project on how to shoot free throws. While there are many reasons why you would shoot foul shots, here are 4 main ones. 1. Shooting fouls. There are also technical fouls, which are rewarded by free throws, bonus situations where a team has exceeded in the amount of fouls, and flagrant foul. Games can be made or broke by free throws. Free throws are free shots, which are uncontested and should be very easy to make. That, unfortunately, isn't the case. The rim of the basketball hoop is 10 feet from the ground. The free throw line is 15 feet from the backboard. While learning to shoot free throws, you may hear the expression beef. What is beef? No, not meat from a cow. Keep your balance. First off, every shooter has a different routine when they step to the free throw line, whether it is 2 dribbles or no dribbles at all. However, every good shooter begins with balance. Keep your elbows straight. After you have your balance, have your elbow on your shooting hand lined up to make an L right under the ball. Make sure your fingers are spread to ensure backspin. Focus your eyes on the rim. Keep your eyes on the back of the rim so you are basically looking through the net. Aim to the back of the rim. Follow through. After you release the ball, keep your hand up in the air for a second or two after the ball leaves it, as though you were reaching into a cookie jar. Let's start out with some critical elements. First, step to the line with confidence. Next, have a routine. This method should help you focus precisely on your shot. Next, know where to put your legs. If you're a right-handed shooter, put your right foot in the middle of the line. If you are a left-handed shooter, put your left foot in the middle of the line. Also, know where to put your feet. They should be shoulder-width apart and facing forward. Not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Not like this. And not like this. They should only be shoulder width apart and facing forward behind the line. Next, slightly bend your knees. The amount that you bend your knees is completely up to the individual shooter. Next, you will need to place the ball in your shooting hand. This will make it easier for future steps. Following that, you need to focus on the basket. Look through the net at the back of the rim. This is where you will be aiming. Next, you will need to determine the amount of force to use while shooting the basketball to ensure that it will go far enough to make it in the rim. Also, do not shoot with both hands. If you are a right-handed shooter, do not use your left hand to shoot. If you are a left-handed shooter, do not use your right hand to shoot. What you should use your non-dominant hand for is for balance, not shooting. This is to guide the ball to make sure it's going in the right direction. using some of the following steps, like I said before, you will need to aim. You aim at the back of the rim, not the front of it. In one fluid motion, extend and bend both legs and shoot with your fingers. Follow through. After you release the ball, keep your hand up in the air for a second or two after the ball leaves it, as though you were reaching into a cookie jar. Now this shot is almost correct, but as you see, I did not drop my second hand. And during this shot, I did drop. This is correct. The next thing is, know when to relax. Know how many shots you get. Because if you have 2 shots, that means you can relax during the first. Now, let's get into the stages of learning. There are 3 stages: cognitive, associative, and autonomous. Someone in the cognitive stage is just starting to learn the idea of the movement, has slow, rigid movements, is inconsistent, has lots of performance errors, and does not know where to focus their attention. Someone in the associative stage has reduced errors, more fluid, accurate, consistent, and relaxed performance, and a good idea of general movement pattern. Someone in the autonomous stage has subconscious attention, high accuracy, very adaptable, very fluid movements, and can detect their own errors. What is an effective learning environment for a free throw? First, find out if the shooter is an analytic, kinesthetic, auditory, or visual learner. Then, there are individual differences you need to consider, like disabilities. Find the shooter's level of motivation. This is so you can keep their attention. Communication is the greatest single factor that impacts a learner's ability to understand new concepts and achieve movement proficiency. The 4 Aces of effective communication: be clear, be concise, be cooperative, and use enthusiasm. What kind of feedback would each stage of learner receive? With cognitive learners, use more prescriptive statements, more general than specific feedback, modeling in combination with feedback, and make sure to reinforce success. Associative would receive equal descriptive and prescriptive statements, and more specific feedback. When needed, autonomous would receive precise descriptive and prescriptive statements. What practice structure would you use for each stage of learning? The optimal practice for cognitive would be constant practice, distributed, and part practice. Associative and autonomous would benefit from a variable practice, mass practice, and or a whole practice. Let's have a reflection. Step up to the line with confidence. Have a routine. Know where to put your legs. Know where to put your feet. Bend your knees. Place the ball in your shooting hand. Focus on the basket. Determine force. Do not shoot with both hands. Use your non-dominant hand for balance. Aim. In one fluid motion, extend and bend legs and shoot with your fingers. Follow through. Know when to relax. The 4 Aces of effective communication: be clear, be concise, be cooperative, and use enthusiasm. With cognitive, be prescriptive. With autonomous and associative, be more descriptive and prescriptive. Now, be general with cognitive learners, but as soon as they get to associative and autonomous, be more specific. Now, with a constant practice, that is better for cognitive. A variable practice is better for associative and autonomous. And masked is better for associative and autonomous, while distributed is better for cognitive. These are my documented sources. Thank you for watching. I don't play basketball.